Hello, boys and girls. Today I'm going to read you a story called The Adventures of Sammy the Wonder Dash Hun. Sammy on Safari. This book is by Jonathan Miller. This story begins on an average spring morning in an average big city on what Sammy thought would be just an average day of work at the office. International Internet Corp headquarters, 8:45 a.m. Sammy sat at his desk where he read report after report all morning long. This day was much like every other day in Sammy's life, but it was all about to change. "Get to my office now!" yelled Sammy's boss. Sammy's boss waved a stack of papers in the air and shouted, "These are reports pulled from the internet that say kangaroos live in Africa. Our supercomputer says there's a good chance this is wrong, and we can't have wrong information floating around the internet. I am promoting you to head field fact checker and sending you to Africa to look into this. You are leaving today." Sammy left his boss's office and ran down the hallway. He leaped up onto his desk and shouted, "I'm going to Africa!" Sammy was excited about his first special mission. Sammy got to the airport, checked his luggage, and boarded the plane. After a very long flight, he finally arrived in Africa. He rented a truck and set out to investigate the kangaroo conspiracy. He had only been driving for a short time when he ran into what appeared to be a rather large pile of mud blocking the road. As Sammy approached, a voice from the pile of mud asked, "Hey you, could you help me out?" "Wow, a pile of talking mud?" Sammy said. "No, I'm not mud. I'm an elephant." "Well, an elephant that's covered in mud," cried the voice. "Can you get this mud off of me?" Sammy pulled a hose from the truck. As he sprayed the mud off the elephant, he asked, "Why are you covered in mud?" "Monkeys," said the elephant. "They are always up to no good," he explained. "I was taking a nap when the monkeys covered me in mud, and when I awoke, the mud had dried." "Oh, I see," said Sammy. When Sammy finished cleaning off the mud, he looked at the elephant and asked, "Have you heard anything about kangaroos?" What?" replied the elephant. "Kangaroos. They hop and have pouches," explained Sammy. "No, I haven't seen any kangaroos, but monkeys hop around a lot. Be careful if you see any monkeys, because you never know what they're going to do," advised the elephant. "Thanks for the warning," said Sammy as he left. Sammy was driving across the field when he thought he saw a horse. "Excuse me, horse," Sammy said. "Will you please help me?" "I'm not a horse. I'm a zebra. But I was born without stripes," the stripeless zebra said sadly. "It's tough being a stripeless zebra." "Hey, don't get sad and down on yourself," replied Sammy cheerfully. "I can help you with some stripes." Sammy reached into his pocket and pulled out a black permanent marker. As he drew stripes on the stripeless zebra, Sammy asked, "Have you seen any kangaroos around here?" "Only in the books I've read," replied the zebra. "Well, that helps me some," said Sammy. But the now striped zebra was too excited about his new stripes to think about kangaroos. As Sammy walked back to his truck, he saw a bush rattle. A leopard slowly crawled out from behind the bush. "Eek!" Sammy shrieked in fear. No, don't scream. I haven't slept because the limbs on this tree are too hard and they hurt my back. I wouldn't have the energy to eat you if I wanted," rumbled the leopard. Sammy went back to the truck and got a blanket and a pillow. The leopard waited as Sammy placed the blanket across the branches and fluffed the pillow. The leopard climbed the tree and sat down on the bed Sammy made for him. "Wow, this is really comfortable. I haven't..." And with that, the leopard was fast asleep before Sammy could ask him about the kangaroos. When Sammy got back to the truck, he found an extremely nervous gazelle pacing around. "Please, you've got to help me. Please, please," begged the gazelle. "I am the slowest gazelle in Africa, and I don't know what you know about gazelles, mister, but it's not a good thing to be the slowest one. Almost every other animal is out to eat you," the gazelle exclaimed. "Do kangaroos chase you too?" Sammy asked. "Mister, I don't know what you're talking about, but we don't have time to discuss this," the gazelle shouted. "I noticed a dirt bike in the back of your truck." "Take the dirt bike," said a very frustrated Sammy. And with that, the gazelle sped off. Over the next few hours, Sammy's fact-checking mission continued in much the same manner. He met a pack of hyenas that had lost their sense of humor, so he told some jokes that made them laugh. He met a crocodile who really needed to see a dentist. He ran into a hippopotamus who couldn't hold her breath underwater, so he offered her his snorkel mask. He wandered upon a herd of giraffes eating lunch. Sammy noticed the smallest giraffe couldn't reach the leaves at the top of the tall trees, so he climbed a tree and sawed off a branch full of leaves for her. A fly-covered rhinoceros explained to Sammy that all the other rhinos had birds that lived on their backs to help keep away the flies. Sammy even aided with that. But when Sammy asked about the kangaroos, none of the other animals seemed to know what he was talking about. And just as he was about to give up, Sammy heard something walk up behind him. Sammy turned around and found himself face to face with a very big lion. "Don't be afraid. I am the king of the jungle," said the lion in a very weak, scratchy voice. "Well, I was king, but my throat is sore. And without my roar, I'm no longer the king of the jungle," he gasped. "I can help you with your roar," said Sammy. "I would do anything to get my roar back," whimpered the lion. Sammy held a bullhorn next to the lion, and the lion roared the loudest roar he had ever roared. The lion said, "Wow, I feel like the king again. Thank you so much. Now how may I help you?" Sammy explained the kangaroo conspiracy. "Sammy, there are no kangaroos in Africa," said the lion with a smile. "As the king of the jungle, it's my job to know all the other animals in this land." Sammy felt relieved, and he thanked the lion. When Sammy turned around, he couldn't find his truck. All of a sudden, shadowy figures appeared from behind the bushes and trees. Sammy began to panic because he knew monkeys were surrounding him. Sammy cried and begged the monkeys to leave him alone. Then one of the monkeys spoke. "We heard about the good things you did for the other animals. Are you lost?" "Yes," whimpered Sammy. "Normally, we would cover you in mud or something," said the monkey. "But if you're looking for the airport, it's that way." "Thank you so much," exclaimed Sammy as he quickly left for the airport. Sammy hopped on the plane, and after a long journey, he arrived back at work. He placed his final report on his boss's desk and went home. "No kangaroos in Africa. The king of the jungle told me so. Sammy." That night, as he got in bed, Sammy thought about his trip to Africa and his eventful safari. He thought about the animals that he helped along the way. And that's when Sammy realized it feels good to help others. You never know when you're going to need help or who will be there to help you. And as for the kangaroo, well, that's a whole other story. Good day, mate. The end. So boys and girls, I hope that you can take something away from Sammy on safari, that it's good to help others. And like Sammy learned, when we help others, they're willing to help us back. And we never know when we're going to need that help. I hope you all are learning lots and that you enjoyed this good book.